Do you ever get that feeling? You've been out, you've been social, you've been on all day, and all you can think about is getting home, closing the door, and just being by yourself. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone in wanting to be alone. It's a feeling a lot of us share, but it's also something that can be misunderstood. People might think you're lonely, or sad, or antisocial. But what if I told you that loving your alone time is actually a sign of a healthy, well-adjusted mind? For a long time, society has put a huge emphasis on being extroverted. We celebrate the person who's the life of the party, the one who's always surrounded by people. And there's nothing wrong with that. But this narrative often leaves out the other side of the coin, the quiet power and profound joy of solitude. It's not about avoiding people, it's about reconnecting with yourself. Think of it like charging your phone. Your social interactions, work, family responsibilities, they all drain your battery. Alone time is when you plug yourself back in. It's a chance to decompress, to let go of the need to perform or meet others' expectations. When you're alone, you don't have to worry about what to say next, how you look, or whether you're being entertaining enough. You can just exist. That release of social pressure is incredibly restorative. It's like taking a deep, long breath after holding it in for hours. This is especially true for introverts who are naturally wired to gain energy from solitude. But even the most extroverted people need time to themselves. It's a fundamental human need, like sleep or food. We all need a break from the constant stimulation of the outside world. But it's so much more than just recharging. Being alone is where real self-discovery happens. When was the last time you just sat with your own thoughts, without a screen in front of you? It can be a little intimidating at first. I get it. Our minds can be noisy places, but when you push through that initial discomfort, you start to hear something amazing, your own voice. You start to understand what you truly think and feel about things, away from the influence of your friends, family, or social media feeds. You can unpack your day, process your emotions, and solve problems without interruption. It's in these quiet moments that you can connect with your own values, your passions, and your goals. You start to ask the big questions. Am I happy with my life? What do I really want? What's my next step? Solitude gives you the space to find the answers. And let's talk about creativity. Some of the greatest artists, writers, and thinkers throughout history were famous for seeking out solitude. Why? Because when you're alone, your mind is free to wander, to make new connections, and to imagine new possibilities. There are no distractions, no one telling you that's a silly idea. It's just you and your imagination. Whether you're painting, writing a song, brainstorming a business idea, or even just figuring out how to redecorate your living room, being alone can be your creative superpower. It's the quiet space where inspiration strikes. Enjoying solitude also builds incredible self-reliance and confidence. When you're comfortable being your own company, you don't depend on others for your happiness or entertainment. You know how to soothe yourself when you're feeling down, how to motivate yourself when you're feeling stuck, and how to entertain yourself when you're bored. You become your own best friend. This doesn't mean you don't need other people. Of course you do. Humans are social creatures. But when your relationships come from a place of want rather than need, they become so much healthier and more meaningful. You choose to be with people because you genuinely enjoy their company, not because you're afraid of being by yourself. This emotional independence is incredibly empowering and makes you a better friend, partner, and family member. So, how can you start to embrace alone time if it doesn't come naturally to you? Start small. You don't have to book a week-long silent retreat. Just carve out 15 or 20 minutes a day. Put your phone in another room and just be. You could listen to music, go for a walk by yourself, sit in a park, or just stare out the window with a cup of tea. The key is to be intentional about it. This is your time. Think about activities you genuinely enjoy doing on your own. Maybe it's visiting a museum, going to the movies, trying a new coffee shop, or learning a new skill online. These are dates with yourself. Treat them with the same importance you would treat a plan with a friend. By doing things you love, you start to associate being alone with pleasure and fulfillment, not with loneliness. It's also important to distinguish between loneliness and solitude. Loneliness is a painful feeling of isolation and disconnection. It's a feeling of wanting connection but not having it. Solitude, on the other hand, is a choice. It's a positive, voluntary state of being alone. If you're consistently feeling lonely, even when you're trying to enjoy your own company, it might be a sign that you need to reach out and build more social connections. Or, if those feelings persist, it's always a good idea to talk to a friend, family member, or a mental health professional. There's no shame in asking for help. It's a sign of strength. But for many of us, that craving for alone time is simply our mind and body telling us what we need. It's a need for peace, for clarity, and for connection. It's the space where we grow, create, and become more fully ourselves. The next time someone asks you why you like being alone, you can tell them, it's not because you're sad or antisocial. It's because you're charging your battery. You're getting to know yourself. You're fueling your creativity. You're building your independence. You're cultivating a rich inner world that makes your outer world even better. So, let's reframe the conversation. Let's celebrate the joy of solitude. Let's see it not as an absence of people, but as the presence of self. Embrace your quiet moments. Cherish your own company. You might be surprised at the wonderful things you discover. Thanks so much for watching. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments what you love to do when you're spending time by yourself. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos.